Amboseli, Kenya. The stage of what's going to be my best ever safari experience. I've spent the past 4 weeks journeying to some of East Africa's flagship safari destinations. I've seen some incredible things over these weeks, but little did I know, life had saved the most epic moments for my last day of safari. Let me take you on the safari of a lifetime in Amboseli. Our journey starts here as we make our way to our new lodge in Amboseli. We've already spent a couple of days exploring the national park and have had some of our best ever elephant sightings here, but I'm not ready to leave Amboseli just yet. On our way to our lodge, we encounter a majestic family of elephants, as well as some giraffes who put on a show and take a drink from a puddle in the road. How amazing to see so many animals, and we aren't even in the national park yet. Jambo!
Jambo, you're welcome.
Asante sana. So we've just arrived at our home for the next night. We're at Tulia Lodge in Amboseli, and I have a lovely welcome drink, which I cannot wait to drink. So this lodge is like in a fantastic location. It's so close to the gate. So when we want to go on safari, it's barely a drive, which would be perfect for going on a morning safari. After taking some time to settle in, we make our way over to our tent. The birds sound like they're having electrical connection.
Yeah.
Welcome to my crib. Come with me and I'll give you a tour. So here we are at Tulia Camp, just outside Amboseli National Park. It's extremely close, so you just get a tiny drive. Because Amboseli's not fenced, most of the wildlife comes here anyway. Anyway, let me show you our tent.
Inside, we have got more chill areas and hot water and chai, tea. Super excited. We have got... Oh, it's nice and soft. And here we have got the bathroom. We have a rain shower or a foot shower. We've got the toilet, the his and hers sinks. We also have a refreshing plunge pool. We spend some time unwinding and enjoying a refreshing dip in the plunge pool before making our way over for some lunch at one of the most beautiful dining areas I've been to so far on my East African adventures. Some lunch, and for starter we have got stuffed tomato with some chili sauce. And the stuffed tomato is great, so it's got like rice and like vegetables in it, and then my favourite thing, this chili sauce. It makes it all so good. The main course has arrived. We've got beef patties, we have got some french fries, and we have got some vegetables and a tomato sauce. Now, it smells incredible, so I am really excited to try this. It's quite aromatic. It almost reminds me a little bit of a sheikh kebab. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, dessert is here, and I've got mocha gato. It's cold on the teeth. But it's nice. Okay, I'm so excited for what's just happened. So, I have just got myself a tea, but I also love shortbreads. And they have shortbreads here, and they're made on site, and it's the shape of an elephant. Oh my god, I love it, and they taste so good. We're staying in one of Tulia's luxury deluxe tents, but they also have more affordable rooms, which are still absolutely gorgeous and all with uninterrupted views of the bush. All rooms get their power from eco-friendly solar panels. And on site is a beautiful spa. So here we have got the massage bed. You can have a manicure or a pedicure. We are kindly given a brief tour of the kitchen facilities, and on our adventures meet Barry, the owner of the lodge. He's keen to show us the lodge's prized charcoal cooler.
We've created a natural cooling room. We have walls that are approximately 6 inches thick. Those walls are filled with charcoal. Twice a day, we run water over it. The dry charcoal absorbs the moisture.
Barry explains that this creates a cooling effect, and this room is around 15 degrees cooler than outside. It's crazy. So hot outside, but in here you can feel like almost this cool breeze coming through. It's time to head out on our afternoon game drive. In no time at all, we've reached Kimana Gate, and as soon as we enter, we are gifted with our first wildlife sighting. Before long, we stumble across this huge bull elephant. He is absolutely magnificent, by far one of the largest bulls I have ever laid eyes on. In his wake are a pair of egrets, feeding on insects kicked up by his large feet. Just behind him is a Kori bustard, the largest flying bird in Africa. We watch as the large bull crosses the road right behind us and vanishes into the forest. Movement from the side of the road catches our attention, and we look down to see this dung beetle using all his strength to push this ball of dung up a slope. Oh no, oh no.
Don't give up, man.
I'm impressed by his persistence. No matter how many times he gets knocked down, he continues to get up again. I'm feeling pretty inspired by this little guy.
Oh no.
I feel bad for the guy. Oh no. He's gone right back to the start. Okay. Rumour has it that he's still trying to push the dung up the slope to this day. Just a little further down the road, we encounter a large family of elephants grazing right beside the road. It's evening, and this is the time when the elephants leave the swamp and journey back to the forest below Kilimanjaro. And as you can see, we've encountered quite a big herd here. There's babies, there's females, there's even a male here, and they're just enjoying the lush grass and flowers before they cross the road. Family groups like this are made up of related females and their offspring, including males below 15 years of age. They are led by a wise matriarch. Among them is an extremely young calf who is filled with youthful energy. Then they begin to cross the road. After the last elephant has safely crossed, we continue our game drive. So we've come across two male cheetahs. They're quite far away, just chilling behind a hill. You can just see their heads poking up from between the grass. We're just going to sit here and wait and see if they start to move. I'm hoping they'll get up soon and come so we have a lovely shot of them walking in the open. But let's see. The cheetahs are two males, likely brothers. Although cheetahs are generally considered solitary, it's not uncommon for males to team up and form coalitions, just like these two have. Having a teammate makes hunting and defending your territory easier.
Stretching.
They're up. Always going down. Oh, stretch. Big stretch. So we stayed with the cheetahs until they started to move and they went down into the gully, and then we saw one go on a tree for a little bit. Yeah. But we had to leave because the gate closed 10 minutes ago, so sadly we couldn't stay with them any longer, but it was cool to see them on the move. Our patience paid off. As we rush to the gate, the sun starts to dip below the horizon and we are gifted with a gorgeous sunset. Back at camp, it's time to enjoy some delicious cocktails. That was very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, really nice.
Thank you.
And warm ourselves by the fire pit. Dinner is served in the form of a buffet. I excitedly load up my plate. Got my food from the buffet. Lamb, chicken tikka, rice, chili sauce. The food is delicious. The lamb is so soft and tender and flavourful. chicken tikka. Has a lovely flavour to it, really nice. And this chilli sauce. Ooh. We enjoy some dessert before retiring to our tent for some rest. Good morning, it's 6:30 and I'm just having a delicious breakfast before we head out for our final safari in Amboseli. Today it's looking pretty overcast and it's a lot cooler, so I'm interested to see what kind of animals will be out in this cooler temperature. I would like to see, we've seen a lot of elephants, which are the stars of the shows here. We've also seen some lions and cheetahs, but I would like to see a little more of them, maybe doing a little more than just sitting around. I would love to see that lion pride with the cubs, so I'm really hoping that we'll encounter them today. But you never know, nature's nature, so you never really know what you're going to find. I didn't want to say it out loud in case I jinxed myself, but what I really wanted to see, more than anything, was a successful hunt. It's been on my wish list for the entirety of this trip, and today is my last opportunity to see one. We venture deep into Amboseli and soon encounter a cluster of vehicles, a telltale sign of something exciting. I'm overjoyed to see the two cheetah brothers from last night. They're alert, strolling purposefully through the savannah, clearly on the hunt. The ever-darkening skies threaten to release a downpour at any moment, as the cheetahs gradually head towards a palm island. It's only when they get closer to the trees that we see there are actually some impala in there. And then...
Oh, there. Oh.
So, we found the two male cheetahs who we were watching yesterday. They were definitely on the hunt, looking for something, and we saw them go behind a bush and then they ran. We saw some impalas and they just ran for something. Now, we've not seen what's happened because they went behind the bushes, but they were like intently running after something. So it may have been a successful hunt, but we do not know because it all happened behind the bushes. And while we're just here, just chilling and waiting to see if we see them again, the heavens have opened up and the rain is starting to come down. We're forced to put the roof and our camera equipment down as the rain gets heavier. Just then, a streak of spotted fur explodes from the bushes and races towards a group of antelopes. You'll have to excuse my abysmal filming as I took my tripod down when we closed the roof. Talk about timing. Amazingly, I still managed to capture the moment it happened. If we slow down this footage, you can actually see the cheetah clutching a baby impala in its jaws. The cheetah then lies down, completely camouflaged. The frantic mother impala and approaching hyena are the only signs of the action that's just taken place. Hyenas, whilst being skilled hunters in their own right, will never miss out on an opportunity to bag an easy meal through scavenging. I watched the hyena intently, wondering if it would lead me to our feeding cheetah. To my surprise, the hyena runs off. I'm relieved that the cheetah has the opportunity to feed in peace. Thankfully, our guide Simon has superb eyesight and manages to spot our feeding cheetah. To all of our surprise, this is a female cheetah. We expected it to be one of the males, as she came from the very same palm forest where they were headed. So we just saw a female cheetah hunt after some gazelles. It was like carnage, it was like raining. I didn't know if I got it or not, but then we just found that she's just there eating. She eats extremely quickly, trying to fill her belly as much as possible. It's easy for a cheetah to lose their meal to scavengers as they aren't as strong as hyenas or lions, and so they must finish their meal as quickly as possible. The hyena is back, but we're all surprised when he walks right past the cheetah and finds some other treasure in the grass. I'm relieved, as this gives the cheetah more time to finish her meal. At first I thought the hyena was going to steal the food, but it didn't really show any interest, just walked straight past, and the cheetah's just feeding. Very hard to see because it's so low to the ground and behind some grass. It took me ages to actually get it, and look, you can see it's raining, so my camera's got a little rain cover on. For a moment, two enemies feed peacefully, just a few meters from one another. But the peace doesn't last forever.
He's got it. The hyena's got it.
She can only watch as the hyena gorges on her leftovers. She decides to hang around, hopeful that there may be something left after the hyena is finished. Sadly, it doesn't seem there are any leftovers, and so she's forced to move on. The rain finally subsides and the cheetah allows herself to relax. She lies down and starts to groom herself, acting exactly like my cat back home, who loves a good clean after a wholesome meal. As she sits and surveys the landscape, the mother impala returns, clearly still looking for her fawn. The impala is completely unaware of the cheetah's presence and actually starts running towards her.
Happening.
So close.
So close. That's amazing.
Okay, so this is incredible. So we've been following this female cheetah now. She already hunted a baby gazelle and ate that. The hyena took food from her, and then we've just been following her, chilling with her, and this impala just starts running straight towards her. So she gets into her little stalking mode, and then there's a chase. It was fantastic. It happened so close, so quickly. She didn't manage to catch this impala, but she's got a pretty full belly from the gazelle, which probably slowed her down and stuff. But wow, how amazing. It's our final day here in Amboseli, our final day on safari for this trip, and my dream was to see a hunt. We've seen several today. It's incredible. We have 2 males chase something, didn't see if they caught it or not, but they haven't reappeared, which suggests they did. Then we saw her catch the baby gazelle before, and now we've seen her try to take down an impala. Quite incredible. Thank you to our guide Simon. He's done a fantastic job of finding the cheetahs. I told him yesterday that cheetahs are my favourite animal, and we've just had loads of cheetahs. The sun is starting to emerge from behind the clouds and warm the landscape. The palm forest has suddenly become a tantalising source of shade, and so she makes her way towards it. As I film her walking into the distance, I notice movement within my camera viewfinder. She has startled another animal out of hiding. At first, I think it's a hyena, as it has a sloped back, but then I notice its long black tail and dark spot pattern on its back. It's definitely not a cheetah or leopard. It looks to me like an African civet, which is extremely rare to see in the daytime as they are strictly nocturnal. Wow, this day just keeps getting better and better. As she disappears into the palm forest, we decide to move on. This Amboseli safari was proving to be my absolute favourite safari of my life so far. And little did I know it was about to get even better. The safari wouldn't have been half as good if we didn't have an excellent guide with us who understands wildlife and has superb tracking skills. If you'd like to book your own Kenya safari, click the link in the video description and pin comment. It gives you the opportunity to get quotes from the very same tour operators who I used and who I highly recommend. We soon find ourselves driving through the long abandoned Amboseli Lodge. Just after the lodge is the largest puddle that I've seen so far. Simon attempts to cross it, but things don't go quite to plan. We seem really stuck. I start to wonder if we're going to need some help getting out of here, but then Simon decides to take another route out the puddle. We're free.
Here.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, it's amazing. I can barely contain my excitement as we come across these 5 adorable lion cubs. So we've just come to this area where there's lots of bushes, and hidden in the bushes is a whole pride of lions. And as soon as we drove up here, we saw a mother lioness with, we counted 4 cubs. Simon, our guide, thinks they're between 1 and 2 months old. They're adorable. They're absolutely adorable. It's just like, oh. When we got here, the mum quickly went into the bushes. We got a good look at some of the cubs, but now they've gone to the bushes too. So we're just going to wait, see if they come out, see if we can get a better view of these lovely little cubs and their mother. As we're waiting for them to emerge, we spot movement across the savannah. It's a lioness majestically strolling towards the den. I recognise this lioness immediately. We saw her when we were here a couple of days ago. She's recognisable as she has a cut just below her left eye. Her low hanging belly filled with milk tells us that she's a nursing mother, with young cubs in the bushes. We guess she must have been out hunting, but judging by her thin frame, the hunt was unsuccessful. Not far behind her is another lioness, her belly comparatively large. She's pregnant, and judging by the size of her stomach, it won't be long until the cubs make an appearance. In all the excitement, one of the other vehicles here drives into a hole. Another car, a minivan behind me, has got stuck in like a burrow, an animal burrow. So we're just going to tow him out. Yeah! We hear squabbling coming from the bushes and decide to take a peek. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Tiny cubs are squabbling over milk. Seeing so many lionesses with cubs like this of similar ages suggests that the pride was recently taken over by new males. The lack of subadults and older cubs here also points to the same conclusion, as new males won't tolerate rearing another male's cubs. New dominant males are keen to spread their genes as quickly as possible, and so a birthing boom typically follows their arrival. I watch with delight as the tiny cubs walk around on stumpy legs. And then, this is one of the cutest things I think I've ever seen. On the other side of the bushes, the cut-eyed female has brought her own youngsters into the open. Her cubs are a bit older, at least a couple of months in age, but equally adorable. She has at least two, a male and a female. The little female is feeling hungry and clambers over Mum for a drink. Mum, however, is not in the mood. The little female tries a new strategy, trying to appear uninterested as she edges ever closer. She tries her luck, but Mum really isn't impressed. The little cub is clearly not a quitter. It's time for a new strategy, acting as cute and innocent as possible. But Mum continues to say no. Finally, the little cub gives up and Mum can have a peaceful rest. We decide to head back round and see how the tiny cubs are doing.
So we've come to the other side of the bush where there are two lionesses suckling tiny, tiny cubs. It is so cute watching them as they drink so peacefully and occasionally wander over each other. They were having quite a squabble earlier, trying to get some milk, but now they all seem to be drinking their fill and settling down. The mothers are just like flat out and the cubs are just clambering over them. It's so adorable. I've never seen cubs this tiny. They are so, so cute. It has been an incredible morning so far. I can't believe everything we've seen on our final safari.
When all the cubs have retreated into the bushes, we make our departure. After a fantastic morning where we had so many incredible sightings, we've now come to the top of Observation Hill where we're having our lunch, our packed lunch, which is packed by our lodge. After a delicious lunch with fantastic views, it's time to gradually meander in the direction of the gate. Just as we're leaving, we come across this extremely impressive bull elephant. I never get tired of watching elephants cross the road right in front of us. Our time in Amboseli and in East Africa has come to an end. What an absolutely incredible 4 weeks it's been. If you'd like to see more of my Amboseli adventures, including my best ever elephant sighting, check out this video here.